when I took a break about 20 minutes ago, I walked out in the front area, and a lot of staff members were out there listening to the program. And they said, Wade. And I go, what did I say now? And it was mostly all the mothers who have kids who babysit were saying, are you kidding me? $5 an hour for a baby? No, my daughter makes $13 an hour babysitting. And I said, that's too much. She said, no, it isn't. She has to, feed them supper, make sure they're getting ready for bed and do all this. And I said, yeah. And then they watch TV. I said, that's more than minimum wage. Someone out there making $8.80 an hour, working really hard at a fast food restaurant. Compare that to babysitting. But then, had a good point from a caller saying, you're entrusting your children, so you want to make sure you have that monetary attachment to that. But okay, so I said $5 an hour. I'll go as high as minimum wage. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll go as high as $8.80 an hour. I'll go minimum wage for babysitters. Back in the day, I babysat for 50 cents an hour. And I couldn't wait for 2 hours to be up because then I knew I got $1. Woohoo! But another one of our sales reps here said his daughter babysits, makes $12 an hour. He says that's about the average, I guess, is about $12 an hour. It's been a while. But, when we're talking about people trying to make it out there on minimum wage, $8.80 an hour, and, you hear about babysitters making, $10, $13, $12 an hour. Wow. That's pretty good. I may take up a part-time job babysitting. I think there's a lot of people who probably do that, along with working at a fast food restaurant and do whatever they can to live. What do you think? Am I out to lunch saying that babysitters are getting paid too much at $12, $13, $10 an hour? 780-430-9300 or 1-877-827-2346. And you can also email lifetalk@am930thelight.com. Let's talk to Carol Lee. Hello, Carol Lee.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Carol Lee, I'm doing well. If I felt any better today, I'd be a babysitter making, let's see, what's the high end here? $13 an hour.
Wow, well, so would my daughter, I guess, but my daughter babysits for $3 an hour, so...
$3 an hour?
Yes.
See, that? Now, do you think that's fair?
I think it's absolutely fair. I think, she's a blessing to the people she babysits for, and she enables this one mom to go out and work so that this lady doesn't have to, put them in daycare, and she enjoys the kids, and she just... I think it's quite fair,
Yeah. Now, what if, Carol Lee, that they asked your daughter to, maybe make supper for the children, she does. Oh, she already does that for $3 an hour. And
she cleans the kitchen, and she, gets the kids ready for bed, and plays with them, and enjoys them, and never once have I heard her groan and say, "I'm not going, Mom."
Wow. So she doesn't see that as she doesn't say that I should be making more money.
That's what she asks for.
She asked for more money?
No.
Oh, she asked for $3 an hour. She came up with that rate.
Yes.
Because she's obviously very sensitive to the person that she's babysitting for.
Everyone she babysits for, that's all she'll ask for.
Yeah. Interesting.
She just enjoys it so much, and, you know.
And how old is your daughter?
14.
14. When did you first allow her to babysit on her own?
When she was 13. She was able to be, 12 sometimes if it wasn't a late night, but 13 if it got later in the night.
Yeah. Wow, I'm really learning something today. We've gone from $3 an hour all the way up to $13 an hour for babysitting.
Yeah, no, I don't. that seems really high.
Yeah, I agree. Carol Lee, thanks for the call.
You're very welcome.
All right, let's talk to Renee. Hello, Renee.
Hello, Wade.
Hi, Renee. Am I out to lunch?
Yes, you are. Would you entrust your invaluable children to somebody that doesn't value themselves?
Okay, well, you just heard my last caller. Here's it sounds like a very responsible young girl who is babysitting and feeding the kids and puts them to bed, prays for them and everything. That's a responsible person, and she's happy with $3 an hour.
I know, but then she's, and that's not a problem, but I would say the majority of people, I think that as a society, we completely undervalue the role and the worth of good people taking care of our children.
Okay, so what should be what do you pay for a babysitter? Or
I don't have kids, so I'm able to pontificate all I want. My pocketbook.
Okay, what do you think a babysitter should make an hour?
I think $13 to $15. I mean, it depends on whether they've taken their courses, but if they have first aid and they've taken a babysitter course, and then I would consider them to be skilled labor, and I think that they deserve to be paid as skilled labor.
$13 to $15 an hour. Wow.
Well, when I was I'm 43, and when I was say 15, I was making $10 an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know where you were going for 50 cents, but
well, we're going back to the 70s. It was the average was about 50 cents an hour.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But
and and a lot of times it was just, the kids were already in bed, so you just sat and watched TV all night.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't do that.
So,
I did do, stuff with the kids and made sure that they were sleeping okay and stuff. But I honestly do think that if you are truly getting somebody of value to watch your children, and I mean, if someone's happy to do it for $3 an hour, then, whatever, but I would think that.
So you're equating the dollar amount to the value of the person.
Yeah, because generally in life, that's, if you think that, if I think that I'm a valuable member of my company and I see someone who does half the job I do making more, I would question it.
Yeah. Okay. Renee, appreciate your comments. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Wade.
All right. 13 to 15. We're going from $3 all the way to $15 now. Let's talk to Dawn. Hello, Dawn.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, Dawn, I'm doing well. Am I out to lunch, Dawn?
You are way out to lunch.
Okay.
You are. Wade, what do you pay to get a haircut?
What do I pay to get a haircut? For a man, it's under $20.
And how long does it take?
Well, as I get older, less. Usually takes about 45 minutes.
So we're looking at, add whatever, $23, $24 an hour for your barber.
Okay.
Doing your hair.
Right.
I pay, $35, $40, $50 to have my hair done. An hour in the chair for that. I pay $35, $40 to have my nails done. The value I place on my children is way, way more than the value I place on a barber or a hairdresser. Mm-hmm. And I really believe that when I'm putting the lives of the most precious things I have in the hands of someone else, then I believe they should be compensated according to the care that I want my children to have.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I mean, I have grandchildren that are 25, so I have no idea what the going rate for babysitting is today.
Well, I heard it's around $12, I'm hearing.
Times have really changed. When I babysat, I got 25 cents an hour, and I washed all the dishes, and I cleaned the house, and I put the kids to bed, and I did the laundry if there was laundry, and whatever needed to be done, I did for 25 cents an hour.
Yeah.
But times have changed. I didn't have any training, as the previous caller said. When the kids have their babysitting courses, their first aid courses, they train a lot more. They take the job differently than it was when you and I were growing up.
Okay.
But even when my children were young, I paid way more to our babysitter than my neighbors paid because I placed that value on her.
Yep.
She became a part of our family.
Yep.
She then had, she was loyal to us. There was never a time that I walked out of my home without feeling absolutely confident that my children were in good hands.
All right, Dawn, thank you for your call.
Okay.
All right, got to move on. It's time for the news. The word value is coming here. The value of the babysitter. Where's that fine line, though, as far as how much you will pay for that value? We're coming back with more of your comments right after this.